Have you ever enjoyed any soup that at some point you feel like dancing, hitting your head, dancing around the kitchen? Guys, this okra soup I just made will make you dance like never before. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Apex Global Kitchen. How are you all doing? Hope you all are good. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make Ogbono soup with okra. Yes, there are different methods of making this soup, but this is one of the easiest and simplest way I do make my Ogbono soup. So guys, watch out, relax, and just follow the process. So the first thing I did was to use my dry rock power blender to blend my Ogbono seed. If this is your first time of seeing our video, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also like, comment, and share. After blending, I brought out the meat I'll be using. The meat in the yellow leather was goat meat, and the other one was cow meat, cow head meat, but that one is already pre-boiled. But the one goat meat was not boiled at all. So at this point, I'm done blending the ogbono seeds, so I'll be adding crayfish to it. This was the okra I'll be using. I have already washed it properly, and my daughter is already cutting it, getting it ready for the soup, as you can see in this video. So I have to get the crayfish ready by sieving the dirty out of it, pouring it in the same ogbono, and grinding it again. So you can see me washing the meat. I have to wash it like 3 times after adding salt to make sure it's properly washed before making use of it. After which I got the pepper ready by washing it, putting it in a manual blender and blending it as well. Now the cow head meat that I said is already pre-boiled, so I'm cutting it into smaller sizes because it was in a big sizes before now. So now I'm pounding the pepper as well as onions joined together. I have a little stock fish, so I have to wash it, add it to the meat, and season the meat before boiling it. By seasoning the meat, I added pounded pepper and onion alongside some seasoning cube, added water, and started boiling it. I also sorted out some dry fish. Yes, and that was the reason why I didn't use much stock fish for the soup, because I know I'll be adding dry fish. So in getting your dry fish ready, I have to pour hot water into the fish, soak it for a while before washing it. And these are my dry spices, the uziza seed and the opehi and uda. So I added it, pounded it manually before adding it to the meat, boiling meat. And at this point, I have to take care of the dry fish by washing it out of the hot water that's already in it. After which I also added salt to make sure it's properly washed, and use some clean water to wash it and as well as deboning the fish, because that was the main reason of soaking it, to debone the fish before adding it to the pot of meat. So at this point, I have to check on the meat to see the progress before adding the dry washed fish to it. And after that, I cover the pot to allow it to cook for a few minutes. So after a few minutes of boiling, I added red palm oil to the meat because at this point it's ready. Added the local spice as well and cover the pot for a while. At this point, I've already boiled the fufu I'll be using to enjoy this delicious soup. So after parboiling it, I use my wooden spoon to get it ready, match it and make it very, very soft before portioning it. So at this point, I divided my okra into two and use the manual pounder to pound half of the okra and keep some aside. The reason for pounding the first set is to enable the ogbono to draw more. And then the reason for not pounding the other part is to also see some chunks of okra in the soup. So at this point, I'm pouring in the ogbono, already grinded ogbono seed into the soup, into this meat stock. And if you are using this method to cook your ogbono soup, immediately you are pouring the ogbono into your pot, you have to stir it faster and properly. If not, the ogbono will have lumps. It will not melt. That is why we also have another method of cooking ogbono soup that will enable you to melt your ogbono before pouring it into your soup. So this is the first batch of my okra that is already pounded. You can see it's a bit thick, so I pour it into the soup and stir it. And if you are making use of okra with your bono soup, you don't have to make it very, very thick. Even though mine is a bit thicker, but I added little water to it. So after pouring it, you mix properly and you cover the pot. So this is the second batch of the okra that is not pounded. In this way, you'll be able to see some chunks of okra visible in your soup. So guys, hope you guys are enjoying this video. This is the time for me to make my red oil gari. Yeah, the fact that you don't have red oil gari at home doesn't mean you will not be able to make red oil gari. So the style I'm using to make my red oil gari is to boil my water, add little palm oil into the water, and then start pouring in the gari. I got a big family, so this gari will be for our dinner. So you see the way I turn my white gari into red gari. So even though this oil is a little bit too much, but I will not be able to remove it after adding. So if you are making your red oil gari, should be careful how you pour the red oil. That is, if you don't want it to be too red. So this is me adding the ugu leaf. You can make use of any leaf of your choice in this soup. So I've added the ugu leaf that I've already cut and washed. Then I proceed in turning my gari. Can you see? I say it's a little bit too red, but there's nothing I can do at this point. But you can as well reduce your oil before you add it when you are making yours. So at this point, this soup is ready, and I want to serve my chairman in his plate first before I'll enjoy mine. So guys, his own is done, and I'll be making use of fufu to enjoy mine while the kids at home will make use of the gari. So this soup is already, my kitchen is already smelling amazingly with the aroma of the soup, guys. So join me as I enjoy my ogbono and okra soup with fufu. That happiness you get when you finish cooking a pot of soup that you love so much, and when you are very hungry and you can't even wait to finish the food. So that was the happiness in my mind when I was dancing. So guys, did you enjoy this video? I promise to be bringing you more updates in Apex Global Kitchen. Thank you for watching. I so much appreciate that you tune into our channel. I promise to bring you more videos. Please like, share, comment, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love you. Thank you. Bye.